The auctioneer's gavel slammed down like a death sentence, echoing through the hidden underground chamber in the heart of New York City. My heart pounded as alien eyes glowing, merciless scanned me from head to toe. Their whispers a chilling reminder that I was no longer a free man, but a commodity in an interstellar black market, sold to the Zarathian warlord for breeding purposes. The voice boomed, and in that instant, my world shattered, propelling me into a nightmare where survival meant surrendering everything I held dear. My name is Alex Rivera, a 25-year-old graphic designer from Brooklyn, living a quiet life until that fateful night. It started innocently enough, a late-night walk home from a friend's party in Williamsburg, the city lights buzzing around me like fireflies. But then, a shadow loomed. A beam of light engulfed me, and I woke up in chains, surrounded by creatures that defied every sci-fi movie I'd ever seen. The underground market was a secret hub beneath the city, where aliens trafficked humans for labor, entertainment, or worse. I learned quickly that Earth had been infiltrated for decades, with covert deals between corrupt governments and extraterrestrial empires. As a healthy young male, I was prime stock for breeding programs, meant to bolster alien populations decimated by wars. The transport ship hummed with an otherworldly energy as we lifted off from a concealed launch pad in the Nevada desert, leaving America's sprawling landscapes behind. I was crammed into a holding cell with other captives, men and women from all walks of life, their faces etched with terror. Whispers spread. The Zarathians were ruthless conquerors from a distant galaxy. Their warlord, Voss, infamous for his iron-fisted rule over conquered planets. "He's a monster," one captive muttered. A former soldier named Marcus from Chicago. "He'll use you up and toss you aside." My mind raced with escape plans, but the force fields and armed guards made it impossible. Hours blurred into days in hyperspace, the stars streaking past like accusations of my helplessness. Upon arrival at Zorith Prime, a planet of towering crystal spires and crimson skies, I was herded into a processing facility. Medical scans probed every inch of my body, confirming my compatibility for their breeding Texum advanced genetic fusion that allowed same-species or interspecies reproduction without traditional means. It was dehumanizing, reducing me to a vessel. Finally, I was presented to Warlord Kale in his opulent throne room, overlooking vast battlefields scarred from recent victories. He was imposing, 7 feet tall, with skin that shimmered like polished sapphire, horns curving elegantly from his forehead, and eyes that burned like molten gold. His armor, etched with symbols of conquest, clung to a physique forged in war. "Leave us," he commanded his guards, his voice a deep rumble that sent shivers down my spine. I stood defiant, chains clinking softly. "What do you want from me?" "To breed your armies." My voice cracked, but I held his gaze. Kale's expression softened unexpectedly, a flicker of something vulnerable crossing his stern features. "Not armies. Human. Heirs. But perhaps more." He approached, his presence overwhelming yet not aggressive. Up close, I noticed scars marring his perfect form, reminders of battles lost and won. He reached out, not to claim, but to gently touch my shoulder, as if testing a fragile artifact. "You are Alex." "Yes." "From the Blue Planet." His knowledge unnerved me. He'd studied my file. In that moment, amidst the alien grandeur, I sensed a loneliness in him, a warlord weary of endless conflict. Days turned into weeks in the palace, where I was given quarters far more luxurious than my Brooklyn apartment. Kale visited often, not for the breeding rituals I dreaded, but for conversation. He shared stories of his homeworld civil wars, how he'd risen from a lowly soldier to ruler, losing friends and family along the way. Power isolates, He confessed one evening as we walked the gardens filled with bioluminescent flora. I've conquered worlds, but my heart remains barren. His words resonated. Back on Earth, I'd hidden my sexuality in a conservative family, dating in secret, always feeling like an outsider. Here, with Kale, barriers crumbled. He asked about my art, my dreams, listening with genuine interest. Subtly, touches lingered, a hand on my arm, a shared glance under the twin moons. Tension built as external threats loomed. Rival factions from neighboring systems plotted against Kale, seeing his acquisition of a human breeder as a sign of weakness. Whispers of rebellion echoed through the halls. One night, an assassin infiltrated my chambers, a sleek dagger aimed at my throat. I fought back with improvised desperation, but it was Kale who burst in, dispatching the intruder with lethal precision. They seek to hurt me through you, he growled, pulling me close. His embrace was protective, electric. For the first time, I didn't pull away. Why me? I whispered. Because you see beyond the Warlord, he replied, his voice thick with emotion. In that vulnerability, our bond deepened, shifting from captive and captor to something profound. As affection grew, so did conflict. Kale's counsel demanded the breeding proceed, pressuring him to secure his legacy. The Empire needs stability. His advisor, a stern female named Lyra, insisted. I overheard arguments, Kale defending my autonomy. He is not a tool, he thundered. Meanwhile, I grappled with my feelings' attraction to this alien who embodied strength and sorrow. We shared stolen moments, a kiss under the stars, his lips surprisingly soft against mine, igniting a fire I'd long suppressed. But doubt crept in. Was this Stockholm Syndrome? Or real love? News from Earth trickled in via smuggled comms friends searching for me, the world unaware of the alien underbelly. A turning point came during a diplomatic summit on a neutral moon. Kale brought me as his consort, a bold move that sparked outrage. Rivals mocked him, the mighty warlord tamed by a human pet. Insults flew, escalating into a skirmish. In the chaos, I saved Kale from a sniper's blast, pushing him aside and taking a graze. Lying in the med bay, pain searing, he held my hand. You could have escaped, he said, eyes brimming. But I choose you, I admitted, the words freeing. That night, we made love not for breeding, but for connection, our bodies entwining in a dance of trust and passion. His touch was reverent, exploring with care, whispering endearments in his native tone. Yet, paradise fractured. Intelligence revealed a full-scale invasion by the rival Draken Empire, led by the ruthless Empress Vara, who coveted Zoratha's resources. Kale mobilized his forces, but betrayal struck from within Lyra. Jealous of my influence, leaked defense plans. The palace fell under siege, explosions rocking the foundations. Go back to Earth, Kale urged, handing me coordinates for a hidden shuttle. I won't leave you, I protested, grabbing a weapon. Together, we fought through corridors, his prowess matched by my ingenuity hacking systems with Earth tech I'd adapted. In the throne room, facing Vara, Kale was wounded, an energy blade piercing his side. Rage fueled me. I outmaneuvered her guards, disabling her ship remotely. With Vara captured, the tide turned. But Kale's injury was grave, his life force fading. In the healing chamber, I stayed by his side, recounting our story, how a sale meant for exploitation birthed love. You touched my heart when no one else could, he murmured. Miraculously, he recovered, our bond strengthening the empire. Reforms followed, ending human trafficking, fostering alliances. I chose to stay, bridging worlds. In the end, What began as a transaction became a testament to love's power transcending species, healing wounds, and proving that true connection breeds not just life, but hope. As peace settled over Zorith Prime, the scars of battle lingered like ghosts in the crystal halls. Kale and I navigated the fragile aftermath, our relationship a beacon amid political turbulence. Council members eyed me warily, whispering of the human who softened the warlord. But Kale stood firm, appointing me as an advisor, valuing my perspective on equality, a concept foreign to their hierarchical society. Mornings began with shared meals in the sunlit atrium, where exotic fruits tasted like forbidden secrets. "Tell me more about your America," Kale would say, his golden eyes alight with curiosity. I'd describe bustling streets, diverse cultures, and the struggles of the LGBTQ plus community, pride parades clashing with prejudice. He listened, drawing parallels to Zorathian outcasts, those born with atypical traits shunned by tradition. "We are not so different," he'd muse, his hand covering mine, a simple gesture that spoke volumes. Yet, shadows loomed. Reports surfaced of underground resistance cells on Earth, humans fighting back against alien abductions. A message from Marcus, the captive I'd befriended, arrived via encrypted channel. "They're organizing. Need intel from inside." Guilt gnawed at my loyalty to my homeworld versus love for Kale. I confided in him one stormy night, rain pattering against the dome. "I can't betray you, but I can't ignore my people." Kale's face hardened, then softened. "Then we change it together." His vulnerability disarmed me. Beneath the warlord facade was a man yearning for redemption. Our intimacy deepened. Stolen hours in hidden alcoves where passion ignited like supernovas. His touch, once tentative, became confident, tracing my skin with reverence. "You make me feel alive," he confessed, our bodies merging in rhythmic harmony. But external pressures mounted. Empress Vara, imprisoned, orchestrated escapes, her loyalists infiltrating the palace. One attack targeted me directly, a poison dart during a public address. Kale's roar echoed as he shielded me, the toxin glancing his arm instead. In the infirmary, anger flared. "This ends now," he vowed. We launched a joint operation, blending Zorathian might with my strategic insights, infiltrating Vara's hidden base on a barren asteroid. We faced ambushes at every turn. Laser fire scorched the air. I dodged, heart racing, while Kale cleaved through enemies with his energy blade. Cornered in the command center, Vara sneered, "Your pet human weakens you." Kale's response was fierce, "He strengthens me." In the melee, I hacked her systems, exposing her crimes to the galaxy. Defeated, she surrendered, her empire crumbling. Victory brought reflection. Back on Zorith, Kale proposed a radical alliance, opening borders to humans, ending the breeding trade. "For you," he said, kneeling, a gesture unheard of for a warlord. Tears stung my eyes. This was love, raw and transformative. We sealed it with a kiss, the council watching in stunned silence. But personal demons surfaced. Nightmares plagued me living the auction, questioning my choices. Kale held me through them, sharing his own traumas, losing his first love in war, a fellow warrior named Thorn. "I closed my heart after that," he admitted. Hearing his story, parallels to my past heartbreaks, bonded us further. We explored each other's worlds, him teaching me Zorathian combat, me introducing art therapy sessions for veterans. A diplomatic mission to Earth tested our resolve, landing in a secluded Washington, D.C. facility. We met human leaders. Tensions ran high. Accusations flew about abductions. I mediated, drawing on my roots. "Peace starts with understanding," I urged. "Kale, Imposing yet humble. Offered reparations technology for clean energy. Medical advancements. Skepticism gave way to tentative agreements. During the visit, I reunited with family. My sister, Elena from Queens, embraced me tearfully. We thought you were gone forever. Explaining Kale was surreal. Her initial shock melted seeing our connection. He looks at you like you're his universe. She whispered. That night, under familiar stars, Kale and I walked Central Park, hand in hand, a warlord in disguise, blending into the crowd. Challenges persisted. A rogue Zarathian faction, loyal to old ways, plotted a coup. Intercepted messages revealed their plan: assassinate me to force Kale back to tyranny. We prepared defenses, turning the palace into a fortress. The assault came at dawn, waves of attackers breaching walls. Kale fought valiantly, but numbers overwhelmed. Pinned down, I activated a prototype shield I designed, buying time. In the fray, Kale took a hit protecting me. Collapsing. Panic surged. I dragged him to safety, administering aid. Don't leave me, I pleaded. Our roles reversed. His eyes fluttered open. Never. Reinforcements arrived, quelling the rebellion. In recovery, Kale reflected, you've taught me mercy over might. As alliances solidified, we envisioned a future hybrid communities, where love knew no bounds. Our story inspired change, proving that even in darkness, hearts could connect. With stability restored, life on Zorath blossomed into a tapestry of shared dreams. Kale and I hosted intergalactic forums, advocating for rights across species. My role evolved from consort to partner, my voice echoing in halls once dominated by conquest. Intimate moments became anchors. Evenings by the luminous lakes. We'd discuss philosophies, Earth's emphasis on individuality versus Zorath's collective duty. You've shown me balance, Kale said, his fingers tracing my jaw. Our lovemaking was a symphony of emotions, each touch a affirmation of choice over obligation. Yet, unresolved threads tugged. A encrypted hollow message from Earth arrived. Underground networks discovered a massive alien breeding facility in the Rockies. We need your help to shut it down, it urged. Torn, I confronted Kale. This is bigger than us. His face paled. Remnants of his past orders haunted him. I'll atone, he promised. We assembled a covert team, loyal Zarathians and human allies. Journeying to Earth, cloaked in stealth, we infiltrated the facility. Guards patrolled sterile corridors, captives in cryopods awaiting auctions. Heart-wrenching sights fueled our resolve. In the core chamber, we faced the overseer, a corrupt human collaborator named Dr. Harlan Reed from Texas. Progress demands sacrifice, he sneered, activating defenses. Battle ensued, drones swarming, alarms blaring. Kale's strength dismantled machines, while I hacked mainframes, freeing prisoners. Reed cornered me, weapon drawn. You'll ruin everything. A shot rang out. Kale intercepted. Wounded again. Enraged, I subdued Reed, securing evidence, evacuating with survivors. We exposed the network galaxy-wide, dismantling operations. Kale's public apology resonated. No more chains. Reforms swept through. Breeding programs abolished. Personal growth followed. I pursued art again, creating murals depicting our journey, symbols of unity. Kale joined, his clumsy strokes endearing. Art heals, I said. He nodded, vulnerability shining. A surprise awaited. Kale revealed ancient Zarathian tech for voluntary family creation. If we choose, he said softly. The idea warmed men at obligation. But love. Crises tested us anew. A cosmic anomaly threatened Zora, the rift spewing destructive energy. Scientists scrambled. Kale led expeditions. During one, he vanished into the void. Agony gripped me. Days blurred in command. Coordinating searches. Miraculously, signals returned. Venturing in, I found him adrift. Weakened. Your voice guided me. He whispered upon rescue. The experience deepened our bond, emphasizing life's fragility. Celebrating survival, we hosted a unity festival. Dances under stars. Cultures mingling. In private, Kale proposed eternally, be my heart's guardian. Yes, I affirmed. As years hinted, our legacy grew, fostering peace. Inspiring stories. Love, we learned, conquers all. In the quiet epics that followed, our union became legend, whispered across stars as proof that empathy bridges voids. Kale and I aged gracefully, his sapphire skin gaining dignified lines, my hair silvering like comet trails. We mentored youth hybrids and adoptees, teaching compassion over conquest. Reflecting on origins, I traced the auction's echo, transforming pain into purpose. You saved me. I'd tell Kale. We saved each other. He'd reply, eyes gleaming. A final challenge arose, an ancient prophecy foretelling a galactic war. Factions misinterpreted. Rallying armies. Kale, ever the leader, mediated. I stood beside, advocating dialogue. In climactic council, tempers flared. A zealot attacked. Chaos erupted. Shielding innocence, Kale fell, mortally struck. Despair crashed. Medics rushed. At his bedside, I poured my soul. Your heart touched mine first. He smiled faintly. Live our legacy. His passing shattered worlds, but ignited unity. Mourning turned to resolve. Peace treaties signed in his honor. I returned to Earth often, sharing tales, fostering exchanges. In Brooklyn, a monument stood to figures entwined, symbolizing love's triumph. Years later, surrounded by family, our chosen Keeney reflected, sold for breeding. I bred hope instead. Touching hearts, we changed universes. The end came peacefully, under twin moons. Knowing our story endured a beacon for the lost, proving love's infinite reach.